Hey everyone. Today I am working on the Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and I am working on week 24, and week 24's prompt is steampunk. I do not have a lot of steampunk type of supplies, but I do have this little bit of little gears, metal gears. I have this bag of steampunk bag of gears. It has lots of different options on there. I think my sister got this for me for Christmas. And I have not even used it yet, so I'm sure I'm going to use this. I did find this package of kind of puffy stickers of hot air balloons, which I'm thinking I'm going to use one of those. And then I have a bunch of random other bits of ephemera, some clocks in some of these, some other stickers. I don't know if I'll use any of that or some of it. I do also have this gear stencil by Tim Holtz, so I'll probably use that. I've got a few different colors of Distress Oxide inks here, and I am not sure what all I'm going to use. I just realized I spelled this one wrong. I'll have to change that. Anyways, random bit of information. Okay, I think what I'm going to start with is inking up my watercolor cardstock. I don't even know what I want to do yet. So I've got two different browns. I've got all of these that are on the lighter blue, kind of into greeny, grayish. Let's start with speckled egg. I really have no rhyme or reason for what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna start adding some color. Come on. It's stuck. Let's do that for now, and let's bring in some tumbled glass next. Oh, this Velcro is starting to die on this one. Maybe do a bit of salvaged patina. That one's really bright compared to the others. I don't know if I like that. I brought it in because I thought I might need it with, I was kind of thinking of this balloon. Actually, those kind of colors, I don't know if I need that brighter one. You know what? Maybe, which one is that? Tumbled glass, maybe let's go in a little more with that one. I feel like this one's going to be too bright. You know what? I'm just going to turn it over for a second and see. Actually, that could, if I don't ink any more of it up, let's, okay, that works. This one's got little bits on here, which kind of made a bit of harsh lines on that one. Sorry if my camera is shaking while I'm blending here. Okay, that's kind of like a base layer. I think I might add a little bit of the weathered wood and see what that does. I think that's in here. Yes. That one's also not sticking anymore. Trying to be really gentle here so I don't do too much. Now hold up. What do I want to do with this? Now this, I almost wish it did the opposite of this because it shows like inside. If I ink over all of this, then the gears themselves are all going to be these colors. I've got this mica spray that I almost wonder, okay, you know what I'm going to try? If this doesn't work, I can start over. But what I'm going to try is I'm going to bring in a splatter box, and I want to spritz the back of this with the mica spray and try to stamp it onto here. Okay, let's see if this works. This is going to make an absolute mess, but that's part of the fun of crafting, right? Oh, you know what? I do not want these lines on here. If I can at all avoid that. Not sure how far up it will go, so I'm just going to try to wipe some of this off. You know what? Might as well wipe some of this off too, so I'm not getting as messy while I try to hold it. Good luck with that. Okay. What I should have done is had a paper towel. Okay, let's see if it worked. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, I also dried this with my heat tool. I think it's mostly dry, but can you see that nice mica spray shimmer on there? So, you know what, let's open this. lots of options here. Looks like 2 of everything. Okay, that color goes with the mica, but really any of these will go with it. Let's take these out of the package. That way I can get an idea of what I want to use, and I'm actually going to cut out a couple of these. Just so I have a better visual. Because you know me, I have to lay things down in order to see what they look like. Some of these could be slightly underneath. Let's see what else we've got. Don't really like the red color on that one. Got a couple of these tags and ticket things. Somewhere in here there were a few little clocks that I thought could work, like possibly that. I feel like this big one is too big, but I'm going to pop it out anyways. Then I can get those out of the way. I don't even know if I'll use any of these or some of them. Actually, that big one looks kind of cool there, doesn't it? I like that, but maybe I don't like that one. I have not really played around much with like making clusters of things. Some people I watch on YouTube, you guys are so phenomenal at like whipping together clusters. Like it's super easy for you. I have no clue how you do it, but I appreciate watching it. I kind of like the coloring of this one, but it's so big. I might chop it, I might not use it, I don't even know. Or use a piece of it. Let's cut it there. And maybe I just use a little bit, like there. Do I want to use some of those ones somewhere? I don't know. Probably not that one. Right, I keep forgetting there's a large backing on that sticker still. Okay, I don't like that as close. No, it's stuck to the backing. Okay. Something like that. Where's my sentiment gonna go? And then I feel like it needs something. You know what? I think I'm going to, where are my tweezers? Pick that up. I'm going to take a picture of this so that I have a placement. Set that aside, and I'm going to start gluing some of these things down. So let me grab my art glitter glue. Okay, let's glue this guy down first. Somewhere around there. And then I'll glue this one. And then the big clock. Okay, and that's going to go about there. And then this guy goes like there. And this guy's going over here. Okay, let's glue this one on. I have never glued metal on with this glue, so hopefully it works well. It does say that it can glue metal, right? Yet he adheres to metal. Okay, it's gonna go just there. And let's hope that sticks. Now I want to trim this down a little bit more so that I'm not getting things stuck to it. I can see my placement a little better, so I want that to go there. So yeah, that guy right there is probably good. So far, so good. Okay. That's not the right one. This is the wrong one. This is the one I want. Okay, so far I like it. I do need something here. Maybe that should go there with one of those. That could work. Okay. Okay. Yep, I like that. Okay, I almost wonder if I should just have like a couple little gears down here. Maybe even the smaller one, just a minute. Maybe the little tiny guy with that. And then the sentiment. So let's put these away. All right, I've got this Tim Holtz set here. I could do Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. Blessed Are the Curious. Let Life Surprise You, that could work. Always Take the Scenic Route. Show the World Your Magic. Never Stop Exploring. I kind of like that one. Don't Forget to Fly, that would also work. Today is Full of Possible. I almost like that Never Stop Exploring. What color do I want to do it in? Maybe I should do it on one of those. And just trim it down. Never Stop Exploring. It could work on there. Almost like that color better. You know what, I'm going to stamp it on both. Now, do I just want to do it in black or do I want to do it in like gold or copper embossing powder? Okay, let's put those a little bit out of the way. I've got gold and copper. Probably do it gold, copper, and black and see what I like best. So I will first do it just with embossing ink. And copper, let's try that one first. I think what I will do is I will go off camera and stamp and heat set all of these because it'll be noisy. And once I get them all done, I'll come back on. Okay, I think this one is the winner. I also had it in a lighter one in black, and I had it in the lighter one in copper, which also looks nice, but I just think the black stands out more. And kind of matches with the black on there. So I will put these two away for a future project. I will glue these guys on. So let me bring my glue back. Is that higher up than I had it? That'll work. And this one is gonna drop down, just kind of overlapping. That is gonna go there. I almost think I want to do a little bit of ink splatters maybe in this corner before I put this on. And bring in a splatter box. And where did my mica spray go? There it is. Give that a shake. And I'm just gonna open it up and do a couple little splatters. Should be good. So now I have to let this dry. You know what, I think it's probably dry enough to stick it onto the card. I think I'll do that first and then I'll add the last two bits. So let's get my glue out again. Now let's add the sentiment. Perfect. And last but not least, this guy. So let's take the backing off. Oh, these pieces come out. Well, that's fun. Hold on. Stay. That'll make it look even fancier if I can get them out. One more. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Okay. So I basically need it's really stuck on there. I need some foam tape. Too long? You know what? Pick that up there. Actually, that is not. Okay, there. If I do that, then I need foam tape going like to that side, and I need to get rid of that. And that should be all the foam tape that's needed. Just take the backing off of that. And this guy goes on here. Okay, it is finished. This is my card for week 24 of the Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts, with the prompt being steampunk. So there we are. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day.